We appreciate your time. Members of the media, if you are ready, we go straight into it with asking the coach to give us the impressions of what went down in the 90 minutes plus 5 minutes. Can go for it, coach.
Okay, I think.
If you can get closer to this one, coach.
I think we played very well. From the boys, especially, we only considered a goal in the first 11 minutes. After that, game changed, and then had we missed them goals. We're supposed to convert them a chance, especially in the second half. With a lot of opportunities that we need to convert. If we don't take our chances in, and then end of the day, game win by our goals.
My selector, are we happy with the sound? Mine is okay. Coach, if you can try a little bit
Okay.
to go a little bit higher. Members of the media, it's your turn, and we time it for 10 minutes so that we get a chance to have the next coach. There you go. There you go.
Okay.
Sure. Let's go for it.
Coach Siasama from Sunday World. Coach, 11 straight defeats now. What would you attribute your poor run of form, and also would you say since Coach Villa left, he left a bit of a void there?
In terms of games we've lost, it's true we lost my games or 11 in a row, but if you see my games, the same challenges that we face again. Dominate the game like the game last week. They only scored in the last minute, and then we miss some of the opportunities. But from my side as a coach, we don't blame our players. We don't take. I will take I'm a bullets for them, and then 11 games straight in a row lose. It must go straight to me, not to our players. In terms of Coach Villa, I don't think it's a platform. Coach Villa is working for Richards Bay, and then I think everything is all about the Chiefs and the Golden Arrows. I think whenever you get chance, time to get along with him, and then maybe you'll ask the same question to ask me.
Go for it, coach.
Chowazisi from Far Post. Coach, I mean, it's not been a good run of results, and we know a lot of times management is a bit impatient with results not coming. What's been the conversations between you and management regarding the recent run of results?
I think management are very, very supportive management here too. They are behind us all the time. They're making sure they come in training, and then they encourage us. They don't just look at my result as a result, but they look overall. I think as we saw now, even a game, we played, we pushed, we didn't convert on my chances. It's not like we are a team that it doesn't even perform. But at the end of the day, like you said again, our results, they are very, very important. But I won't lie, management yet is very, very supportive with the situation where we are, because all of us were in this.
Coach, Mkhonza from Popular Radio. I want to ask Coach, in the early minutes of the game, we saw your defenders and your keeper. It seems that they weren't seeing eye to eye about who's marking who's doing what. Can you tell us about that confusion? And we also saw that you got a yellow card as well in the dugout. What was that like perhaps for?
I didn't see any confusion in between my keeper and the defender, because I don't know what was happening, but I didn't even notice that. Maybe they're still going, but I don't think there's something that was happening, because as a centre back and then the goalkeeper, they work together closer. Maybe they were telling each other my instructions. I don't think it was something that's about the fight or something like that. Yellow card, I got a yellow card, it's true, but I'm not someone on the sideline that will sit and keep quiet and then don't push the players inside. Sometimes it go in the wrong way. Maybe I say some other things is wrong. But when the game is finished, it's finished. And then I'm like that. It's a passion. It's all about the passion. And then whenever I used to play, it's the same thing. Even now, when it's finished, it's finished. But I'm not the type of a coach who's gonna sit and then doesn't push on my players. When you push on my players, there's some other things that you're gonna say sometimes it's wrong from our official. We respect our officials, and then they did a good job today.
Coach Lorenzo from Intercity Times. You said something very interesting. You have a lot of passion. You also that in your playing days you were a born winner. You love to win. So how frustrating is it, working day in day out with this team at training, and then just like you said, not getting results because you're not playing bad football. It was how frustrating is it for you to constantly not get these results?
I think we need to look forward, and then we always encourage our players, the boys, most of the time. Bear in mind, we need to be honest again. This is another generation in football. Now, we will never have some other players same like us, and then we can't treat them like us, or we think they're gonna do things like us. It's that time is past, but we need to have ways to try and make sure that they stay positive. They've always been motivated most of the time like that, because we're gonna use sometimes the way I used to do things, and then it won't help, because remember there's a lot of different characters coming, different backgrounds, different cultures, the same thing like that. Now we consider all of those things, but we make sure each and every time they look at me, and then if they see that I'm positive, they always be positive. And then not even one day that I'll look down and then collapse in this situation, because I think whatever that I'm experiencing now, it'll help me in the long term in my career as a coach. Even them as my players, whatever that they're experiencing now, they'll talk about this situation later in their careers.
Coach Shibele from SABC, hard luck on the result. When you last played Chiefs, you beat them, and at that time you were high up on the table, and after these 11 losses in a row, you're on the other side of the table. Are you not concerned that you could be dragged down there, especially based by the momentum as well? How do you look at avoiding that? And also, Coach, you've played for this club, you've also played for the club that you're coaching now, and one of the players that you've been with there was Mkhonza. How do you receive today's news, and if you can just tell us more about you and him?
I think well done to Chiefs again, and then I'm happy for them. Like you said, they were on the other side of the table when we played against them, and they beat us today on the other side of the table. But if we can look, we're in the abnormal situation. If we win 2 games, we're number 4, number 5. But if we lost how many games? 11 games. That's what I'm saying. That's why we keep on pushing these boys each and every time. Because it's not about we don't have points in our side. We have points in our side. Now, when you talk about some other teams there, they don't have points, those teams. They still need to fight and then reach where we are. Tina, we have something. We're having something on our side. We need to just make it sure that we end up on the same points that we have. The league, I think the league in our face again, it won't be easy now again. And I don't think one team win today and then we think we're still going to play against these teams who are below than us. They're still going to play against each other again. Now, we don't know what's going to happen. But the focus is not about looking what is happening behind. It's about how do we move ourselves the next step again forward. To hear the sad news about Uspiwe, one of the guys that I play with him, that was my first season, that the senior players said they welcomed us, and then I felt so bad earlier on when I heard the same thing, but I knew that he was ill or something like that. But end of the day, even we group, because I told the players earlier on, because the others, they know that he was here, he was playing for Arrows before. Now, I think, may his soul rest in peace, and condolences to the family again. But it was very, very shocking when we hear Amanyusa Fanala.
Last 2 questions. Yes, we'll get there.
Thanks, Buddy. And Shengi, the freelancer. Coach, looking at your log standing, you are a point away from top 8, 10 points away from the relegation zone. Obviously, bearing in mind that you've lost 11 games, do you think this has been a bad run? Looking at the fact that you're just a point away from the top 8. And maybe you can zoom in the young boy, Squishy, on your ratings on him.
I think, like I said it again, the other one is that you are in an abnormal situation. Because we've lost 11 games, not even get 1 point. But you said again, 1 point away from the top 8. They don't give us the courage and the motive behind it. We need to just keep on fighting, because you win 2 games. We win a game, we're in 26, maybe we're number 5 or something like that. Now everyone forget about if we lost some games or whatever. Even I think it's the first time to experience something like this. We league, I don't know, in other leagues, the team lose some games like these, 11 games, but they're still in the middle of the table. It's the first time to experience something like this. But this is abnormal situation. We don't understand, even us. But the most important thing is that we've got points on our side. And then when the team go to relegation in the league, I think last time Maritzburg was about to play off 24 or 25 points. We are on 23. We still have maybe 11 games. If we can throw all of them, how many points? 33. See? Yeah, top 8 again, top 4. Maybe Kev, we don't know.
On that lighter note, we take the last one.
I think we've got a lot of young players that come in with the system. I was happy again to see Chiefs give a chance Bantuba, because we know them, we follow them when they play in the lower league. It's encouraging, because we know your ability against something like that. It's been not starting a game for a while, and then I was happy to see them in the stadium, because these are the boys that are going to take over. We don't have other players. Now, sometimes, especially in our side, we go and scout them players outside and then see from even Wama League, and then give them opportunity. This boy is coming from Newcastle, and then he just come and join with his teammate. We saw him playing a tournament. There's a lot. Maybe even today, maybe 5 or 6 players. It was their first time to play against Chiefs, a soccer seat. You see, now it's a good experience even to them. Now we always open doors for situation final, and then to bring in our players, younger players, and then so that they will take over with his teammate.
The last one?
Coach, need for goal choosing was.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, there's one conventional way of solving problems in any industry, any settings. Now, I want to say to you, you've just said now, mouthful, that your players your team is failing to convert scoring chances. Now, against that backdrop, what would you attribute that the failure to score goals? Is it because of lack of confidence? Or you need a juju man? Just tell us.
I think sometimes you do like yesterday we were doing a lot of finishing before we travel, and then they were scoring left and right. But it doesn't mean that they came in and they will score my goals. You understand? And then it's like that. Now you can't falter. I will never falter my players by missing my opportunities, because it's a part of a game. Again, when we create my chances, one day someone will convert those opportunities. Now, because when you criticize my players and falter my players, it'll be difficult for them next time to get in those areas where we create and then get them opportunities. I don't think it's only our problem only. Even all the teams, most of the teams, we leak a signal. You'll see a badge now. We play derby on Saturday. There will be chances that we missed. You understand? And then we'll cry somehow. It's like that. Now, football, as long as you're still playing, I always tell them, as long as you're still playing football, you're still going to miss, you're still going to score. In terms of the Chuchu men, I think maybe Onkama games will be draw, because all the teams will be using Chuchu and then it'll be draw. Because everyone will put his own stuff, but at the end of the day, it's all about the politics.
Thank you, Coach. All the best on your road to Polokwane on Sunday. Members of the media will swap the coaches.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
So.
Thank you.